What's up everybody, Max here with your Daily Fix. Coming up, some new reports have surfaced about the state of BioShock 4's development, Larian's follow-up to Baldur's Gate 3 may be a long ways off, and Nintendo promises that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is still on track for this year. Let's get into it. BioShock 4 has been in development for over a decade, and based on recent reports, it's still probably a ways off, as the project is currently undergoing a narrative overhaul under new leadership. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier broke the story this weekend, claiming that a current build of Cloud Chamber Games' new installment in the beloved shooter series failed an internal review by 2K Games executives who criticized issues with its story. As a result, studio head Kelly Gilmore has stepped down, and creative director Hogarth de la Plante has been moved into a publishing role. Employees were told in a recent all-hands meeting that the studio needed to become, quote, more agile and efficient, which understandably raises some concerns about impending layoffs. 2K confirmed the leadership changes and issued Bloomberg the following statement, saying, "We are working hard to set BioShock up for the best possible future. Right now, we have a good game, but we are committed to delivering a great one. We are working closely with leadership at the studio to define this path." BioShock 4 isn't the only game mentioned in Bloomberg's report, and it was also revealed that a BioShock 1 remake was in development at 2K, but was cancelled earlier this year. Meanwhile, BioShock creator Ken Levine's next game, Judas, is still in development over at his studio, Ghost Story Games. Of all these projects, this is the one that's the furthest along, and we've seen the most gameplay from it, but that also still doesn't have a firm release date. BioShock fans, I'm curious, which of these games has you most excited? A brand new BioShock from a new team, a remake of the original BioShock, which apparently isn't happening, or Ken Levine's newest BioShock-shaped thing that isn't technically called BioShock? Let me know in the comments below. It's been 2 years since Baldur's Gate 3 officially launched. Happy birthday, Baldur's Gate. This prompted Larian Studios head Sven Vinke to reflect on the game's success and reassure fans that the team's next project is going to be even more ambitious. On Twitter, he wrote, "Crazy to think it's only been 2 years. It's truly been life-changing. Probably worth writing about one day, but I can spoil the biggest takeaway. Baldur's Gate 3 was what allowed us to do our next crazy thing. How that will pan out is anyone's guess, but I can assure you we are working hard to ensure that you will have plenty of fun. Like really, loads of it. In a surprising way, and I can't wait to show you, but you'll need to be patient / we'll need a bit of time to make it all work. It'll be worth it though," end quote. What that next crazy thing will be is anyone's guess, but one thing that we know it's not is a sequel to Baldur's Gate. Larian revealed a while ago the next project is not set in the Dungeons & Dragons universe, and while D&D owner Hasbro has expressed interest in making another Baldur's Gate game someday, Larian is clearly focusing its attention elsewhere. So as much of a drag as it is to talk about games we won't be playing probably for years, the good news is that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is apparently still on track to release this year, according to Nintendo. In a news post promoting the company's upcoming presence at Fan Expo Canada, Nintendo stated that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will be playable there ahead of it becoming, quote, available later in 2025, which is pretty clear cut. Fans had been waiting a long time for a new Metroid Prime installment when this was announced back at E3 2017, and the wait somehow got even longer from there. Nintendo's been oddly silent about it lately, and there hasn't been any news or new gameplay since the Switch 2 reveal event back in March, and we still don't have any release date, which is weird. There was some confusion after photos surfaced of posters advertising the game being available now a few months back, but those seem to have just been a complete mistake. So until we hear otherwise, let's assume that this game will be available sometime between right now, me saying this, and then when the ball drops on New Year's Eve, because that's really all the 2025 that we have left at this point. We'll keep you posted if we hear otherwise. Hopefully we get a release date sooner than later. If you're looking for something to read while you are waiting for that next big game to finally come out, go grab some comics from Humble. Right now you can score a huge stack of digital comics and graphic novels from some awesome publishers like Image, Dark Horse, IDW, and more. A few notable titles include Godzilla, The Half-Century War, The Witcher, Ronin, and Blade Runner 2019, plus dozens of stories featuring iconic characters like Conan the Barbarian, Red Sonja, Vampirella, and Hellboy. That's just a few examples. It is over $350 worth of comics, but it can be yours for just $24. And best of all, the proceeds go to charity. That'll be available until August 14th, so grab it while you still can. Just head to humble.com and go read some comic books. By the way, they also have games. That is your fix for Monday, August 4th, 2025. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Have a great week, everybody.